What's going on, guys? Kigerr here, and in today's video I've recently gone back to Widow. There's a video that dropped over on Misery Hates Company's channel. I'll have his link down below to that video, going over how I enjoy Widow in 1v1, Dimension Duel, Omega War, and Invasion. In this video I'm going to be doing replays of some of my Dimension Duel battles and show you what I'm thinking. Let's get into it. Alright, so as a reminder, this was on Monday and Tuesday. I was testing out a bunch of different things, specialization, skills, and companions, to try to see how Widow's like after the double shot change. Let me know in the comment section down below, and if this video can get 100 likes, I will be doing these again. Naughty touch right here. I wanted to show you guys a Widow versus Widow matchup, and this is one of the top Widows on my server, which is why I picked this one, and let's get into it. So we get the countdown. He's the strongest powered one on my server. I wait for him to come in. As you see, I immediately go in. So I immediately started the match with exploit weakness to get the high ground, because the first one to hit it, it's now on cooldown. He started off with a different strategy, which was to hit sticky bomb first. So even though I ignore the first couple ticks through exploit weakness, I still take the last couple. As you see, my HP went down. I'm using Icarus, he's using Ultron. Sticky bomb inherently does more damage than exploit weakness because of how the specializations work. Subdue, each tick does 30%, so exploit weakness only does 300% damage, so he got the better of me in that exchange. We're just exchanging hits back and forth. He's trying to get, I'll show you right here, concentrated fire off. Well, he did, and then now we're trading bombs, and there's the concentrated fire. I'm out of the way. I used sticky bomb on him when he clicked concentrated fire. Concentrated fire always goes in the same direction. Sticky bomb moves me in a direction which makes the attack miss, and then I'm dashing to get out of range because my exploit weakness is almost back up. I'm really saving Icarus for after I count his dodges. Right now he has one in the bank, and if he uses it, then Icarus won't do a whole lot. I'm waiting until we exchange ultimates to use Icarus. Exploit weakness, we trade exploit weaknesses, hit him with the sticky when he goes invisible, he hits me with a sticky, and then exploit, sticky, invisible, Icarus. That's the combo. It looks like, well, he had a higher ultimate than I did. He went ultimate sticky bomb, which does really high damage, but I went ultimate Icarus because when I use Icarus out of invisibility, Icarus gets that damage boost, and he has nothing to exploit weakness onto. That's a downfall of using Hulk right now in Dimension Duel, is because in a lot of situations I won't normally have something to exploit weakness onto when Spider-Man swings, things like this invisibility from Widow. But when you have a Hulk, it gives me a target to go invincible whenever I feel like it. And bam, get some good damage on him, throw a sticky. So people will always use a dodge on Icarus, and then what I like to do is when they go to use the dodge, I will throw a sticky bomb. I will miss the first tick, maybe two, depending on how I time it, but they're going to take the rest of the ticks while they're on the other side of the map, giving me cooldown. As you see, I'm a little bit over halfway back to another sticky bomb, and we're about to have another re-engage. I went for the, you'll see myself and Naughty Touch right here have a different playstyle. I like to open with exploit weakness. He likes to open with sticky bomb, which allows me to get on top of him. Puts us both in melee, so whoever has the highest melee damage decrease is getting the top of this, right where we're at right now. As you see, he is currently blinded, and he's going to come in for a big hit. It all misses because he's blinded. As you see, I'm always clicking exploit weakness, sticky bomb, and then when I see a good spot, I go for blind and double shot. Alright, and we get pretty close. Oh. So he comes for the concentrated fire. I stop the concentrated fire by clicking my ultimate for the 2 seconds of invulnerability, and then I come in with the exploit weakness to get on top of him, throw the sticky, run away. He's throwing a net at me, which I'm invincible because I'm using a dodge, as you see on the screen. And I just procced his after death trait, which is why his HP dropped and then came back up. So now I gotta kill him again. Go in on him. We're trading hits. Icarus comes in. He had his... That was a mistake on my part. I should have realized he had an ultimate charge up and should have waited, but he would have kept the ultimate charge. That's an interesting dynamic of Icarus with Widow versus Widow. If I know you have an ultimate charge, I'm not going to use my Icarus, but then you can wait till you have 2 ultimate charges, and then I can never use Icarus, right? So I forced the ultimate charge, and now I'm using a dodge. As you see on screen, I'm clicking the button as we speak, and go in on him, and then give him my combo hit. He procced my life after death, and there we go. And this one right here is going to be a Doctor Strange matchup. This is Ogre. Ogre's very well known in the community, high up, and he's mostly well known for jumping between characters. Right now he's on Strange with the Strange buffs, and he is slaughtering people right now on Strange, as you see, 14-0. Let's get into his game. And let's see, start it up. So in the Strange matchup, it's going to be similar to most of your Widow matchups, is you want to exploit his ring repulsion and his pizzas, as people call it, the towel discs. He has his buff right here, so it's going to be hard to land anything on him. He threw down a Hulk, but he did it while he was in range of my exploit weakness, so I was able to dash through to him to be out of range of the Hulk provoke. And he dashed in towards me, but I clicked exploit weakness, meaning I do not take damage from that dash. So I won out on that exchange. Hulk is now just a walking meat puppet. After he uses his provoke is very, very strong, but after the provoke is done, he doesn't really contribute much to the fight besides try to mess up targeting. But as you see, what I'm doing right here is I'm backing up to re-angle and then go in on him, and as you see right there, he immediately went into ring repulsion, his strongest hit. It's like 1200% damage without bonuses, but I immediately went into an exploit weakness, putting damage on him and ignoring that skill. And as you see, I'm currently doing my cartwheel of throwing the sticky bomb, and then I'm repositioning. It's really, this matchup is all about exploit weakness sticky bomb over and over. Exploit weakness is mostly being used as a cancel. You're mostly using it to cancel the Strange's power skills. He has 3 really, really powerful skills. People downplay Strange a lot, but he has 3 nukes. Absolutely going to nuke you with those 3 skills. But if you play the run and go strategy and have your exploit weakness up, then you can really abuse the Strange's animations. He does his dash, I do my dash, go in for the blind, and then I don't take damage from his skill. I'm just trading cooldowns with him. Dash. Oh. And you see there's the ring. Every time you see his ring repulsion, I try to stay on top of Strange. And why I do that is Strange's ring repulsion has a weird gimmick to it. It'll always do the damage, but if he's at a certain distance, he'll just do the beam. But if you're on top of him, as I am most of the time, or just right where we just saw just a second ago, If you're on top of him, he teleports backwards and you'll see like this circle behind him. So you'll use that as a notifier to use your exploit weakness. He teleports backwards to gain distance, but the distance is not far enough away that I can't just travel to him with the exploit weakness. If it put him a little bit further away and still hit me, I would be screwed every single time. But because of how it's currently going, as long as I stay on top of him, then he can never hit a ring repulsion on me. Hit him with that. Exploit weakness through the ability. Net. Oh, yep. And then whenever they do the dash and miss the dash, that's a great time to land the blind grenade. Because once they're blinded, as you see, I don't really use the double shot very often. It's mostly if they're guard broken or if they mess up, I'm able to get a good hit in with it. But it's really just exploit weakness, sticky bomb over and over, and then when I see an opportunity, I can hit the flare gun double shot combo. There's the double shot, got him, and this is where I mess up in the fight. He should be dead right now, and why I messed up is I did not keep track of the guard damage. And Dimension Duel, the yellow bar under your HP is your guard gauge. I just broke him, and that's why he's not moving and why his yellow bar is coming back up. It turned out to be for the better because I ran away. I did not get hit by the Hulk, so it ended up being half and half. But the recovery for the Hulk versus the recovery for his guard break and the provoke duration for Hulk wouldn't have mattered. He should have been dead right now during this thing. That's a mistake on my part and something I hope you learn from. And you see I'm repositioning around the Hulk, coming on him, and just do what I've always done. Set it and forget it. Yep, never hit a ring repulsion. Ignore that skill, and then hit the sticky bomb. And that is the Doctor Strange matchup. Now we have the Iron Man matchup. And the Iron Man matchup is really difficult because of the current issue with his missiles. You will notice when this match starts, his missiles ignore my exploit weakness and vulnerability. And regardless of when I click the ability, I will always get hit by the missiles. Which, as we all know, that's always been an issue, but that's no discredit for OBJM. OBJM is a monstrous player and one of the top Iron Man over on the Omega Flight server, has been around for quite a while. He's actually the guy who helped me figure out the Magneto stuff, so shout out for OBJM. Big buddy of mine. But ideally how this matchup plays is it's very similar. You'll also see I messed up and I had just got done killing a prime, so you see snipe on my bar, so I'm down a skill. It should be frag bullets for what I'm testing right here. In this battle I'm testing the increased crit cap and crit damage, so with my buffs going, I'm at 343% crit damage. And you see there's the missiles hitting me. I can't ever dodge all 3 spin blades, but I can usually dodge 2 pretty well. So I take either the initial or the last one, but I dodge the middle one every time, and usually one of the other 2. He's also using Hulk, so I'm rearranging my strategy. I can't really have my initial strategy until I see what my opponent's companion is. So I try not to use too many dodges. As you see, I haven't used any of mine yet until I see what my opponent's companion is. Now that I know it's Hulk, now I have to play this whole readjusting game, because that's a big thing with Hulk, is he messes up targeting, and it gives him time to use his speed amplification and try to come back in on me, as we'll see. I keep going ring around the rosy until I can focus in on him. He still hits me with all of his missiles. I'm ignoring Hulk, retargeting. Only like half of his missiles hit me that time. And now we'll see ultimate into Icarus. And he uses the dash at an appropriate time as to not take much of the damage. Hit me with half of those. Dodge, dodge. And I missed all three that time, which was good. Sticky dash. And that was the one time where I didn't get hit by missiles, because he was affected with blind. As long as you blind them before they even click the button, you won't get hit by the missiles. But that's like profit level. You have to know what's going to happen way before it ever happens. Dash away. I got hit by none of it. And that one I actually predicted the Hulk to come back down. I had counted 32, and it looks like I was wrong at 34. But I knew Hulk was about to come back down, so I dashed away. And then here's Hulk. Ultimate Sticky Bomb. As you see, it did a chunk of damage on him. He's now under half, so my yellow takes priority. And I'm always doing 25% bonus damage on him. I use Hulk to catch up on him. That's what I meant about Hulk being really bad in the higher tier dimensionals. These are all, every player you've seen so far and throughout this video are players who easily get 2,000 plus points every single week. They usually go mostly undefeated, or at least their win to loss is ridiculously high. So I wanted to show you the higher levels and not the mid-tier levels, which is Hulk beating up the other player. And this Hulk is mostly just there to try to let you get your cooldowns back, let you get your stamina back, not really to kill the opponent. And as you saw, I used Hulk to dash through because I was too far away. I used it to close the distance on the Iron Man because my melee damage decrease is pretty high. I think I'm at like 24% melee damage decrease. So I always want to be in the 4-meter range for melee damage decrease. I go in on him, and then Icarus, unfortunately he used all of his dashes, and that's the game. And for the last one, Dragon's Blood. Dragon's Blood, as a Spider-Man's innately a hard matchup for Widow. I've now since figured it out for the most part, but Dragon's Blood, as you see, squad rank 300, he is at least 2.5 mil across the whole board on all characters, and this guy is the biggest of the biggest. He's actually does some content creation. I'll have a link to his channel down below where he does big openings. He does like 1,000 costume pulls, 1,000 Omega card pulls. He's done 1,000 of all 4, as well as some of his gameplay. And I just wanted to show you guys that I am punching up quite a bit on a lot of these matches. And last thing before I get into this, please, if this video gets 100 likes, I will be doing more of these in the future. Just let me know what you would like to see, and I'll bring it up for you. Alright. Dragon's Blood, going to be a real tough matchup. I'm making sure it's recording. Dragon's Blood, number 1. He's using Hulk. I was unprepared for the Hulk, and his web swing does half my health immediately. And now I figure out that this match, after I see that initial exchange, is you'll see in some of my matches, if I've never played someone before, or if I've only played them a couple times, they will probably get the better of me, because I'm playing a very damage-focused character and build. So if I miss an interaction, it's going to be extremely detrimental for me. That's my high-risk, high-reward gameplay that I prefer playing. It gets my body pumping and lets me really enjoy the match. But as you see, as the thing progresses, I start understanding how Dragon Blood thinks and how he plays, at least in the Widow matchup. I'm repositioning, coming in, get the hit. I thought I was going to get, I did get the sticky off, but it didn't do enough ticks. I missed that big hit, which would have probably mostly killed him on that. And as you see, the one hit just almost kills me on its own. Come in, get the dash, get the sticky bomb, and reposition. I had a message on Discord. Dash through, Hulk comes down, reposition, and now I start to... It's at this point of the match I really understand how Dragon's Blood plays. I understand that he's going to come in for the big hit. He's going to try to abuse the... well, I don't know if he's trying to abuse it, but he's going to do the damage cancel, very similar to the Iron Man one we just saw. But the Spider-Man one is easier to see, like the windup. So as you see, I dodged the hit because I saw the animation where he puts his hand back and then starts to go forward. And then here we go. He still hit me with the tail end of it. And that right there, I should have died. I immediately should have died to that hit. But Hulk is on the field. And to use Widow's ultimate, you have to have a target. And because Hulk is there, I had a target. So I was able to use ultimate to reposition. He comes out. I hit him with... That's twice now that the frag bullets didn't hit because of his dodge rate. And I start trading big hits on him. Dash, Ultron shield, saves the day. I should have died right there, but Ultron shield, get the dash. And if I broke his... I want you to pay attention to his guard. If his guard broke, he would have died. But he was able to get me with one of the tail end of a shot on the grenade, the super glue grenade. That is a loss, but it's a loss to Dragon's Blood. And I didn't want to show you guys just wins. I wanted to show you good matches. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think, how I can improve, and if this helped you. Till next time, guys.
Are you interested in buying yourself some Marvel merch? Some amazing hoodies with your favorite character on it, like Spider-Man, Loki, and Venom? Go click the link in my description box now, and get some awesome discounts from 20% up to 60% off. They offer you free worldwide shipping on orders over $39.90. So, what are you waiting for? Link in the description.